I probably need to adjust the settings. Yeah.
You are live. It says it's live. Actually, I should go in and check. Like 3 minutes, and then I'm getting all these messages. You are live now.
Okay.
Don't. Oh yeah, it's live. Okay, I can see myself. We are super live now.
Super live.
Zach.
The Facebook's not live.
We are. It's okay because nobody's watching yet.
No, I'm looking.
So,
I'm trying to edit
this-
the
and
audio.
we can't edit this out. Yeah, we can't edit this out. It's I just need to find.
This is the best part. This is the coolest thing.
Oh, there's no live chat, but that's okay
Microphone.
because it's for kids.
Oh,
So I don't need this. Are you ready? You bring it down a little bit. There you go.
there we go. And Facebook.
So now we have to go live on a different platform. This is why we need to do things previously too, instead of just
Well,
winging it. Do you hear us talking? You have enough sound?
I can hear you.
I can
Maybe.
hear you.
Actually, yeah, maybe this will work.
No?
Yeah, can you say no? Just over
Yeah.
this.
Hey, how do I?
Maybe you need to speak into that. I think this works for you.
Do I have some more cable?
No, don't.
Yeah, there is more cable.
Anyway, okay. So we're gonna start now. Oh, be careful with the camera. This is hilarious.
This should be there.
Bye. We're finished. Thank you for tuning in.
More cable now.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
perfect. Thank
Mega
you so
fail.
much. Very good. Just like-
And the last thing is I should record the
Oh, yeah.
audio.
Yeah, because okay. Are you recording now? Thank you.
Yeah.
This is supposed to be very spontaneous episode for my podcast and also a live stream, right? We are at Ungdomshuset Veveriet in Ålgård, and we're going to do a little live stream and podcast episode just to show how we usually do it. Well, we have a bunch of technical issues, right? But still, I think it's a super fun thing to do. And if you come by today by 18:30 or 6:30, you can get to do it yourself as well. And you get some free pizza and lots of fun because we have a lot of cool things prepared for today. So yeah, come and visit us, and we are gonna talk about some random things now. So I have two guests today. This is Zack Bresler.
Hello.
He plays with me in a couple of bands, and he's also one of the producers in my studio and the producer for my podcast, which hasn't been released, but it's there. And this is Martin. He's a local
Hey.
rock star. And he's also an NPR student and
That stands for music production and recording.
sorry, music production.
And recording at the University of Stavanger.
Yes. Yeah, I forget. Yeah. So today I thought we were going, or we can maybe talk a little bit about music, and we found a cool game at this youth club. We are having workshops today. I don't know, in case you don't know, I run an organization that's called Urban Hands, and we are part of it. We are gonna do workshops for the youth and some of the kids in Ålgård to learn about producing podcasts, writing music, and also doing some visual arts with some 3D sculpture projects. So that's going to be really fun. And yeah, I thought that since we have a little bit of time and we also want to show like how it works to do podcasts and just talk a little bit about songwriting processes and visual arts, then I thought we could just have a little improvised live stream. Also, because I haven't really done much with my YouTube channel in a while. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching this. If you're watching after, the chat is not available because this content is also for kids, which
I think that the chat is available on the YouTube stream.
It says that it's not.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, on the Facebook stream.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I think it's available on the Facebook stream.
Then maybe I can check that.
Yeah, you can check it out. Maybe you can log in. It may or may not be available.
So this is being streamed on the Urban Hands page as well. So if you wanna send us a message, then find the Urban Hands page on Facebook and send a message. I'm gonna check it out now.
Yeah.
So Zack, do you want to talk a little bit about the podcast process?
Sure. So I don't know about anybody who's watching, but I listen to a lot of podcasts while I work out and things like that. And I've also produced a few podcasts myself, a couple of podcasts back when I was living in the United States. So the process. Well, like every creative project, a good podcast starts with a good idea. And a podcast can be about just about anything. I think some of my favorite podcasts follow some pretty standard formats. This podcast that we're making now is, I would call it a group discussion podcast, right? We're just a bunch of friends casually sitting around the table talking about the topic that interests us. In this case, it's kind of meta. We're doing a podcast about podcasts, but my other favorite formats for shows are question and answer shows, right? Where we might have audience members sending in questions, and then we're the advice givers giving you good advice. Maybe we can try that out later if we have some time. And also we can obviously have story-driven content, right? For example, true crime is a very popular format for a podcast where we uncover information about a cold case or some kind of mystery over a series of episodes, or even just tell general stories about the real world, about science, about technology, about culture. Some examples of podcasts like that would be, let's see. There's a podcast called Cautionary Tales that's really excellent. That's about things in history that have happened that can caution us about how we should move forward in the future, for example. Those are really great storytelling type of podcast. But yeah, so a great podcast starts with a great idea. We don't have such a great idea yet, but maybe we can come up with one.
Like for now?
For now.
Yeah. I also saw that it's not being live streamed on the Urban Hands page.
Oh, it's not. Hold on, let me check.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about your songwriting process?
My songwriting process, or my process, or my plan for the process here today.
Yeah.
My plan for today was. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. My plan for today was, I would first check out what are the interests of you who would come by here, to find out which way we would go proceed.
What is your process when you're writing music?
Oh, when I'm writing music, it often starts by accidental ideas, because you're often just noodling around either on my guitar or whatever, and then you capture an idea. That's the one way I usually do it.
Yeah, that's cool.
And or you can go with a much more. You can have a clearer idea of what you want, and then try to sculpt something more than an accidental riff or text line.
Yeah. Do you ever think of a melody and then try to sing it and then find it on the guitar?
Oh yeah, I had a long period where I could get random line ideas while walking around in town, and then you could see me walk around with my phone, kind of going like, or like singing a line. I'm like, oh fuck, this riff is the is the great.
And you do it silently. I usually do it, but I don't really care that much, so I just do it very loud. If I have to,
You don't-
I- yeah,
You don't care.
No. I'm sometimes I'm at the shop and I'm just like, you know, yeah.
Yeah, I wish I had the courage for that, and I will.
I think like I used to also be a little bit ashamed of doing those things in public, but after a while, I just started realizing that the people that would see me and would think that I'm being weird or strange, yeah, I would never see ever again, right? So because I would never see them ever again, then I just thought like, well, why do I care? So it's okay to just be weird in public. And now even when I have a kid, right, then she's weird all the time. So then I just have to be weird with her because I mean, you need to just encourage that weirdness. I think it's good to be weird. It increases your creativity as well, or just be out there and think outside the box, right? So yeah, sometimes I would do that. Have you ever? I think this is something that absolutely everyone that I've talked to who writes music has had, which is you're dreaming, and then you dream of a really cool song, and you're like, "This is the next hit of my generation," and you wake up and then you record it, and it's just like, and then you fall asleep again, and then you wake up in the morning, and you're like, "Oh yeah, I had this great idea," and you play it back, and it's just. I have so many of those.
But that's totally part of the creative process, right?
Yeah,
Like,
but
to make bad ideas, this is an important part of
but
making
this
good
is
ideas.
this is like so bad that you can't do anything with it. I should actually release an EP with just those. You know, it's that.
For sure.
It's that. So
Wow.
yeah.
Priscila's phone recordings.
Yes.
What a great album that would be. I would have bought it, of course.
Have you done that?
Not putting it out, but and never for dreams. But there's a lot of bad recordings on my phone of everything from singing to screaming to a bass line, a guitar line, or just the sounds of my dog barking.
Yeah, I think for me, like the worst of the worst would be to lose my phone and have people listen to my recordings. Like
That's scary, legit.
yes.
Yeah, I have a lot of bad things on my voice memos, like bad music ideas on my voice memos. Like, actually, earlier, because we're teaching workshops for youth, I have this like list of bad MIDI background music that was royalty free that I downloaded from Reddit like 5 years ago, and I use it to help kids with making video content because it's fine for them. And I have a lot of ideas on my voice memos that I think probably sound like those. They're so bad. Yeah,
Yeah, now it's working.
it's live. So the Facebook is live now,
Great.
and I
Should we
think there's
play-
comments on
when
Facebook.
when
if
we
you wanna
got
make
here
comments.
earlier, we saw this brilliant game. I mean, you know, I live in Norway. Most of my YouTube viewers are in other countries, so that's why I have to explain. And actually, right now, we are in the city where Leo lives, right? 'Cause-
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, in Ålgård. Yeah.
Yeah, Leo Morakeli, because most of my followers on YouTube are his followers.
Oh.
Thank you, Leo. Yeah, when we got here, we saw this game. It's called Voksen Point, and that means like adult points,
Yeah.
right? And it says, how much of an adult are you, actually? So we started reading some of these, and it helped us break the ice a little bit. So I think we should do a couple of this.
Yeah. Okay. So the idea of the game is that there's a question, and you get adult points based on how you answer. Here's the first question. Do you like to have cream in your coffee?
No, not at all. It needs to be completely black.
Oh, I put cream in my coffee, therefore I get 4 adult points.
Oh.
Okay.
That's
Is that
a
an
weird one.
adult thing?
But I
Okay.
I do it sometimes.
Yeah,
Not always. So what do I get?
but you
half?
also drink Coffee Mates like it's.
Yes.
I came in the first time I went to this youth club to teach workshops with Priscilla. The day before, we had talked about Coffee Mate, which, for those who don't know, is like this American milk powder that you put in coffee. And Priscilla came the next day with a jar of Coffee Mate, and she ate it with a spoon.
But it was
And
good.
it's,
Just the powder?
It
just
turns-
the powder.
What?
It turns into
It
milk
turns
in your mouth.
into milk in your mouth. And it's sweet. It's sweet. It's just so good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I shouldn't. Actually, I forgot it here. And every time I'm here, I'm like, oh, I wonder if they still have it. But I don't go and look for it anymore. But yeah, I like that.
Okay. Let's see. Do you have a person at the bank that you would call your contact person?
At the bank?
Yeah, at the bank.
No.
No.
Like,
No.
oh, you mean like always calling to the same person?
Yeah.
Is that possible?
Yeah, like if you have a contact at the bank. Do you have a contact at the bank?
I think you have to be really rich or have a lot of business in the bank. to
Or be
have
an adult, I
one-
guess.
Or be really old? Yeah.
Do you own a sleeping sofa?
No. I
Uh,
sleep in my sofa. My sofa. My-
We're not getting very many adult points, you guys.
My couch is so big, I can just use it as a bed.
Yeah, maybe you can find some as well if you want. Let me see.
Yeah, I have to say also, before I find more of these, the youth club here is open on Mondays from 5 to 8, Tuesdays 12 to 3, and Wednesdays from 5 to 8. On Mondays and Wednesdays, that's from 8th grade up, and on Tuesdays, it's from 7th grade up. Also, there's an activity called Dig Sommer, and that is on week 26 and 27. We're going to have cupcake courses, and we're going to have a guitar course, sports, Urban Hands, my organization, and the one we work for is going to have some creative workshops as well. And there's a stand-up paddleboard.
Whoa. I love that. That's so fun.
I don't know what
Have
it
you done
is.
that before?
No.
Oh, it's so much fun.
What is that?
It's like a surfboard, kind of, but it's a bit fatter than a surfboard. And you stand on it, and like on a flat water, like in a lake.
Oh, so you kind of have to paddle.
Yeah, and you have like a canoe paddle. You like stand up on the board that floats, and you just kind of paddle on the lake. It's like a standing canoe.
So the point is to fall.
Yeah, but also to like, there's people who do yoga on them.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's good
called
for balance.
sup yoga.
But why don't you just buy a windsurfing board? Wouldn't that be the same thing, just with the wind?
3 adult points.
Let me see.
Okay, here. Do you have any of these things in your home? Krokan is like ice cream with the krokan
Oh.
pieces.
No, I
Brie.
no.
Oh,
I think
I have
some brie
blue.
in
I
my
have blue
fridge.
cheese.
Yeah.
That's
Or
worse.
goat cheese.
Not blue cheese.
Blue cheese. I
Blue
think-
cheese is worse than brie.
Yeah, that counts.
because it
Okay.
actually has fungus in it.
A CD from a 90s band.
Yeah, of course.
Polly Peanuts.
yeah. I love politics.
No, what is that?
Peanuts.
But
like,
why Polly?
I don't know. Old people have them.
There's just that's the American brand, isn't it? The
Yeah.
red bag.
Exactly. Yeah. A bag with seeds.
Seeds.
Seeds?
Yeah, I have a lot of seeds.
Okay, so you get 2 points for every one of those things you have in your house.
I get 2 points for every seed.
For every CD that you have from a 90s band, for every
For
bag
every,
of seeds,
I lost.
you have probably 600. Yeah, for everything you can find in your house. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Okay.
What
Uh,
else?
I can't read some of these Norwegian.
I kind of like this one.
Yeah.
Have you ever hidden your valuables in your shoe while you're at the beach.
Yes.
Yeah. Is that an old person thing?
Let's see. Yeah,
And then what do you
But
do when
the-
you're a young person?
get one
The
point.
thing is that Priscilla and I are from North American countries. We don't trust people.
No.
Like, Norwegians trust people at the beach, I think.
Yeah, maybe that's true. They just leave it out.
It depends on if you're at the beach in Norway or at the sea, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
Oh, we got some youth coming.
Maybe they can sit over here. I'll take a little break.
Okay.
You guys keep on answering those.
Do you ever say, "When I was young"?
Yeah, I actually do. But I think it's like I want to be older than I am.
Yeah. Okay. So 2 adult points for that.
And
But-
that helps. My
Yeah.
wanting to be older, just collecting all these points.
But Martin, you play in a lot of bands in town, right?
Yeah.
What bands did you play in when you were young?
My first band was called Radio Jan, and I started out when I was, I don't remember, I must have been 14. It was in 2012,
Okay.
and then we just recently kind of laid that away. So that's 11 years ago, and that was like a punk band. I guess
Yeah,
we young rockers always end up in punk bands as kids because it's
for
the
sure.
the way you kind of suck when you're young. It helps the
It helps a
punk,
lot.
era.
For sure.
Did you have any bands when you were in your?
Well, when I was young, I got started playing music in like my church band.
Your church band.
But we had like a little group in the church band that played bad Christian punk music, and we called ourselves Urinal Cake. You know that little pink thing in the urinal? Yeah, that's the urinal cake. So that's what we call
That's
ourselves. Yeah,
Gross. So
Oh, what a cool band name!
it's terrible.
I think this was a nice, spontaneous episode.
Yeah.
The episode is supposed to be released in November last year. But there's been so much going on. We moved to a new place. We're building studios now. We're opening a cultural center in the downtown Stavanger. So there's so many really big projects. We're running a graffiti festival and the Day of the Dead festival, and with a Latin week, it's just crazy. So that's why it's been taking so long. But this is probably going to be like an extra funny episode, and hopefully we can release something very soon. I think the studio will be ready in about a month, right?
I hope so.
I hope so.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, I just want to say thank you for tuning in and for joining today. And I'll do another episode that's suitable for grown-ups later. No, I'm just kidding. And yeah, so check out the rest of my YouTube channel. And do you want to promote your band?
I can promote my band.
Yeah, because we're saying bye now.
Yes. Well, my band is Corvette, and another one is Engstly, and you should check out them both.
Yeah.
Particularly Engstly is doing a lot of stuff these days, and check out our new single "No Kommer Regnet" on Spotify and wherever you listen to music. It will blow your mind because it's so good. You know?
And also, I have to say that Zack and I are playing, and well, right now we call it Stavanger Superstars, and it's a Rage Against the Machine tribute band, together with Leo Moraculi and Eric Thorpe and a bunch of other really amazing musicians. We're playing in Bryne on the 13th of May.
13th? Yeah, 14th?
13th.
Saturday of that week. Yeah, 13th.
13th of May. Yeah. So please go. Last night was sold out. Buy your tickets. And yeah, hope to see you soon. And end.
We're done.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
Other.
And I have to end.